Welcome back to Sunday Yoga Ritual, where we're resetting our nervous system for the week ahead to feel strong, stable, and at ease. Often when our nervous system gets dysregulated, we feel stress, we feel like we need to rush through things or feel overwhelmed. Sometimes we feel burnt out and like we can't really function. We're too tired to sleep, but we're too wired to sleep and we're too tired to do anything. And so that's what this class will help you with, to help you stay steady and consistent all week. I'm glad you're here. We're going to begin with a breath practice to reset our system, come into a more restorative beginning of our asana practice, and then we'll have some stronger poses before winding down. So welcome, settle into your comfortable seat called Sukhasana, crisscross applesauce. Sukha means ease, and that's what we're really cultivating here today in this class. So I invite you to close your eyes if that feels safe enough for you. And tune into your breath, just as it is. No need to change it. And let's avoid judging or evaluating, needing to write a story about the breath. But just notice perhaps where your breath is in your body. You might notice the expansiveness or maybe the contractedness of your breath. Again, we're not judging, we're just noticing. Tune into your inner landscape now, the landscape your breath is moving over or through. This is your skeletal structure, your muscles, your fascia, your nerves. Just check in with the system, see how everything's doing. So you feel you've got a good sense of how you are and where you're starting your practice today. You can blink your eyes open. And we'll take a physiological sigh. This is the sip breath. You'll breathe into the top of your inhale, take a sip more breath, and then sigh it all out. It can help when you exhale, if you slow the first 1/3 or so down. So imagine it like a pressure chamber releasing. It's like a little bit slowly and then the rest of it. Wherever you're at in your breathing cycle, take an inhale and just exhale it all out, preparing for our breath together. And on your inhale, and this is the length of your inhale, breathe in all the way to your capacity. And when you reach the top of your capacity, pause and take a sip more breath in. Then slowly at first release and sigh it all out. Have a moment for a couple natural breaths and witness or observe your body resetting itself. Let's do one more together. So take your inhale and exhale. We'll begin. Inhale. To the top of your capacity, take a sip more breath in. Notice your ribs expand with that sip. And then sigh it all out. Notice your sitting bones making contact with the earth as your body breathes you here. We're going to come onto our back now into a Savasana pose. And if you have a towel or blanket and blocks will be helpful in this practice. Take your towel or your blanket and fold it to about 4 inches thick or so. And you're going to lay it across horizontally. the bottom of your shoulder blades will rest here as we lay in our Savasana. And bring your hands behind your head so your elbows are reaching out to east and west of you. You can keep your knees bent or stretch them out. Your choice. Listen to your body for what it wants to do. Just take a couple breaths here. Let your body sink into the earth. I invite you to close your eyes for a vagal toning practice. When you exhale, turn your eye gaze to the right. So you're looking at your right elbow with your eyes closed. And see if you can hold your gaze towards your right elbow as you breathe here. So we need not force or strive. If your eyes come back towards the center, you need to take a break. Please do so. Our eyes are a muscle too, so it takes training and building. Keep sending your gaze towards your right elbow as you breathe softly into your lower belly. We'll stay here for about 20 or 30 more seconds with our eye gaze to the right. With an easy breath, return your gaze to center and pause here for a few breath cycles. When you're ready, invite your eye gaze to look towards your left elbow. See if you can hold your gaze looking with your eyeballs only, eyelids closed. If your mind wanders, that's okay. See if you can bring it back to this eye yoga with benefits for the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is really important as it is connected to our gut and our brain. And it communicates our safety, body temperature, regulates our breathing, our heart rate. Inhale, come back to center when you're ready. And take a few breaths here. Right. You can open your eyes, blink them open softly, slowly. And we're going to come into reverse tabletop. So bring your knees over your hips, stretching your feet out. Toes can point up towards the ceiling and reach your fingertips up toward the ceiling. Take a few breaths here. And as you exhale, draw your belly button down towards your spine. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly tones toward your spine. And everybody's breath cycle is different, so It may be 2 or 3 breaths for one of my recommended breath cycles, leaving space. If you're coming out of breath, if you're trying to reach to a breath pace that isn't your own or is beyond your capacity, that would be counterindicative of this yoga practice. So we need not strive or force. And on your next exhale, you can release your feet down and release your arms down. Reach up and grab each elbow with one hand. Take an inhale at center. Exhale both elbows to the right. Inhale, elbows to center. Exhale to the left. My teacher calls this typewriter arms. You can imagine your arms are like a typewriter. You might even tune into your heart center. See if there's any messages being written. Do 1 or 2 more to each side. And release your elbows down. Let's roll to one side. If you have a blanket or prop underneath your shoulders, remove that to the side and then return to laying on your back. Let's return to reverse tabletop. Draw your knees over your hips and reach your fingertips up. This is also called dead bug pose. And return to your breathing in your lower belly. Expand on the inhale and tone towards your spine on the exhale. Now we're going to add some dynamic movements. So on the inhale, reach your left leg long and your right arm above your head. Exhale, return. Inhale, reach left arm up and right leg down. Exhale, return. Move through this at your own pace. And rather than counting repetitions, let's see if we can tune into the subtle transition, the subtlety of the muscles, the psoas muscle, transverse abdominis. Keep moving through this a few more times as you hug your belly button toward your spine with the exhale. Come to stillness next time you reach neutral and release your hands and feet down. Stretch your legs out. And with your right foot, let's hover your right foot above the floor about 2 inches. Tune back into your breathing, expanding your inhale, toning on your exhale. On your next inhale, see if you can reach your leg up just maybe to 30 degrees or even 30% height. You start shaking, that's okay. Your muscles are turning on. Next inhale, reach it up once more. Stretch through your heel and tune into your breathing. Each exhale, squeeze the breath out completely. And use your next exhale to release your right foot down to the mat. And pause to notice any sensations in your right leg. With your inhale, hover your left leg about 2 inches above the ground. And allow your awareness to fall to your lower belly. You can even place your hands on your belly so that you can feel the expansion with the inhale and the release with the exhale. Go up to 30% or 30 degrees, your choice. Again, stretch through your heel. And anytime you need a break, listen to your body. Take the break. It can help to press down into the earth. Let's go up to about 60% or your capacity today and stretch through your heel while you also press down into the floor with your right heel. Take one more inhale, full breath in, and release down on your exhale. Bend one knee and roll to the opposite side. And pause here for a moment. And press yourself all the way up to a seat. And take a cross-legged seat. Do a little opening for the body before we come into our standing postures. Place your hands over your knees. Inhale into cow. So reach your chest forward and up, adding an arch to your lower back, and then exhale to round your spine. Tuck your chin for cat. 4 or 5 times at your own breath cycle. Tune into the subtle undulation of your lower back or the rocking over your pelvis. Wherever you're at, let's do one more cow and one more cat. Come to neutral. Place your right hand to the side and inhale left arm up and over. Press down into the earth with your right hand as you reach through your fingers. Press into your right thumb and right index finger. And take a breath into your left side body. Exhale completely. Inhale, come up with both arms. You could look up and open your throat, open your jaw. And exhale to the left. Press down firmly into the earth with your left hand. Index finger and thumb get a little extra pressure as you stretch through your right fingertips. One full body breath here. Breathe into your right side body. And exhale, come all the way up, both arms, and exhale with the heel of your hands. Press the heel of your hands out towards the wall and down. All right, let's come up to stand. We're going to take pyramid pose. So you'll be facing the short edge of your mat and have your feet about hip distance apart. So your feet are standing as if they're on like 2 railroad tracks. So one foot is in front about 6 or 8 inches. And light up your legs by pulling your feet together. So root down into your feet and then pull your legs together. You can see my muscles light up, things tighten a little bit. Then interlock your fingers behind the small of your back. Lift your chest. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, hinge from your hips. So folding from your hips, keep a bend in your elbows, a bend in your knees. Fold forward. Reach the crown of your head towards the wall in front of you. Keep pulling your legs together. Take one more inhale here. Then exhale, release the interlock and let your right hand come towards the floor or a block. With your hand on a block or the floor in front of your right foot, inhale, reach your left arm up. Keep pulling your legs together. We're staying in pyramid pose. bend in your knees. And again, stretch through your fingertips and press down into the block or the earth. On your exhale, fold down and rise up. Hinge from your hips. Step your front leg back. So now your back leg is about 6 or 8 inches behind the front leg. Pull your legs together. Root down, then pull them together. Interlock fingers behind the base of your spine and pull your shoulders down. Take an inhale, brighten your chest. And with your exhale, hinge from your hips. You can bring your arms with you, but keep a bend in your elbows and your knees. Stretch the crown of your head forward. Breathe here. On your next exhale, release your hands. Left hand comes in front of your left foot. Root into a block or the floor and inhale, right arm up towards the ceiling for revolve pyramid. Again, keep pulling your feet together. Stretch through your fingers. On your next exhale, return your hands to the block or the mat and inhale, hinge from your hips to come up. Now we'll step forward with the right foot and lower your left knee down. So we're going to come into a lunge. You could use your blocks on either side. This can be really helpful. Root down into your right heel and hug everything into your center line. You're going to inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, straighten your front leg as you bend forward into a half split. So you can keep your hands on blocks. Inhale, reach up into your lunge. Exhale, half split. Reach your hips back. 2 more times at your own pace. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, half split. Come back up to lunge. Step your right leg back. Right knee's on the floor, and you can step left foot up. And you press down into the earth with your left heel, then rise up. Exhale, hands to block or the floor. Sit your hips back. 3 more times at your own pace. See if you have a tendency to rush and get curious about slowing down through these movements. Next time you come through neutral, step your left knee back, sit your hips back into child's pose. Stretch your arms forward, hips back. You could use a block for your forehead or stack your fists on top of each other. And just notice your breath, your heart rate, your body temperature. Remove the block from under your forehead if you have one. Reaching your fingertips forward. Walk your fingertips all the way over to the right. Keep your hips back with your heels and breathe into your left side body. With an inhale, walk your fingertips all the way to the left. creating space for your breath on the right side. Walk your fingers back to center and walk yourself all the way up to a seat. You can come onto your back in any way that's comfortable for you. We'll wind down towards Savasana. So if you have your blanket nearby, you might want that in Savasana. Reach slowly back down and keep your knees bent. And let's take feet as wide as your mat. Breathe here for a few breaths. You like to stretch your arms out to a T or take goalpost arms. On your next exhale, let both knees fall to the right. Breathe here. Use an inhale to return to center and an exhale for both knees to fall to the left. Pause here for a few breath cycles. And inhale to center. Invitation to move through these windshield wipers in any way that feels good to you. It feels good to be fluid and move through these multiple times. Or if you find a place you want to linger and pause there, perhaps you even place your knees are to the right, for example, you could place your right heel on your left thigh and reach your left knee down towards the bottom edge of your mat. You've decided to take the hold. Let's release that now. So there's time for the second side. Taking the outer foot on top of the inside leg. For me, that's my right thigh, left heel and right thigh. And reach the bottom leg, the right knee, down towards the short edge of your mat. Let's return to center wherever you're at in your windshield wipers. And draw knees towards your chest. Wrap your hands around your knees, your shins, or your hamstrings. Close your eyes. Return to the breathing in your lower belly. With the inhale, your belly reaches towards the top of your thighs. And the exhale draws your belly button towards the floor. Five or 10 breath cycles here. Let your breath lead. Let your breath decide if these are long and deep breaths or shorter, smooth breaths. Use an exhale to draw your forehead up towards your knees and squeeze like you're giving yourself the best hug ever. And then pour out into your Shavasana, stretching your legs out. And let your ankles splay open. Cover yourself with a blanket or an eye pillow if you have one. Decide what you want to do with your hands, palms face down or face up, on the earth or on your body. Let your shoulders be heavy into the earth, as well as your hips and your heels. Release any control of your breathing. Just allow your body to breathe you. See if you can avoid the temptation to follow thoughts or sensations by returning your awareness to your breath or the felt sense of your body on the earth. There's twitches in your body, your sensations. Just be curious about them. Let your body relax in the way that it relaxes. See if you can release control or the need to know why. Soften the corners of your eyes and the muscles behind your eyes. In our last moments of Savasana, guide your mind, your awareness back to your breath. And just see if your exhale wants to take your body a little deeper into relaxation, maybe a little heavier into the earth. See if you can take a picture of this feeling tone in your body right now, like taking a body memory that you can take with you all week long. Sometimes it just takes remembering to take it easy. So let's take it easy as we return from Shavasana. Begin by deepening your breath. You might flutter your eyes open or wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe roll wrists and ankles one direction and then the other. I like a full body stretch. reaching my hands up and toes down, then bending one knee and the other, and roll to one side. We'll pause on our side for a moment. And listen from within when your body is ready to be pushed up, guided up to a seat. There is no rush. We'll be sitting together for a moment of mindfulness to close. Into your Sukhasana. Rest your hands in your lap. Close your eyes. And just breathe. And once more, tune into your internal landscape, that which your breath is moving through. Just notice any shift from the beginning of practice. If there hasn't been one, that's okay. Doesn't mean you did it wrong. We're just taking time to notice, to become aware. I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. If this is a gesture you enjoy, you could press your thumbs into your sternum as you bow toward your heart. And we can say, I see you. I see your efforts. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. I hope it's been nourishing, and I hope to see you next week.